He's got to quickly move.
At around 200 grand.
Hey guys, we're in Kangaroo Island. Kangaroo Island is a large island located off the coast of South Australia. It lies about 13 km south of the mainland. How to get here? First you need to fly into Adelaide and then drive south to the port of Cape Jervis to catch the ferry. It's definitely not the easiest place to get to. It's remote, rugged, and despite its isolation, over 180,000 people make the journey to Kangaroo Island every year. Often called Australia's Galápagos, it's famous for its pristine beaches, wildlife encounters, and its craft beer and handmade local food. To get to Kangaroo Island, you have to drive all the way south to Cape Jervis, where the ferry departs. Once you see this sign, you've made it. There's really only one building here, the SeaLink Terminal, and that's where you check in. Make sure you book your ferry tickets online in advance, especially if you bring in a car. A return ticket for one adult costs $122, and for a standard vehicle, it's $236 for a round trip. The price will vary for larger vehicles and camper vans, so make sure you check carefully when booking. Only one person is allowed to drive the car onto the ferry. All the other passengers have to board through a separate walkway. On board, there's plenty of seating, and you can also head to the front for some great ocean views. They also serve hot food too. Simple stuff though, like pies, sandwiches, and coffee. If you don't like staying indoors or you feel a little sick, you can head up to the top deck. But be careful, jumping overboard comes with a fine. And if that happens, a small rescue boat will come pick you up. Yes, really. After about 45 minutes, you arrive at Kangaroo Island, and the crew will make an announcement for drivers to return to their vehicles. Again, only one person can go down to the car deck, while everyone else disembarks by foot and waits at the pickup zone outside. Or connects with other transport options if you've arranged something, like a tour bus. The ferry service here runs many times daily and drops you off at Penneshaw, a town set along a rugged, hilly stretch of coastline facing a wide open strait. The town itself is small but full of charm, and Penneshaw Beach features the soft white sand, unique sea-eroded rock formations that appear during low tide. After sunset, adorable little penguins make their way back home from the ocean. You can take a tour to check them out. Penneshaw has a peaceful, relaxing coastal atmosphere, but you'll also find cozy cafes, a small artisan market, and even a local gallery showcasing works by Kangaroo Island artists. On the weekend, they also have a farmer's market. And with all that talk of food, just a short walk from the port, we found a cafe to grab some lunch. This place had a huge outdoor area, tons of seating, and really felt like we were eating in someone's garden. It also doubles as a local store, with cute local souvenirs, postcards, small, quirky, and very Kangaroo Island. After waking up early, for lunch we knew we had to get a coffee first. And kept our other orders pretty simple, a chicken burger and also a ham croissant. The ham croissant, well, despite its beautiful layering, tasted pretty much like a regular ham croissant. It's exactly what you'd expect, really. But the chicken burger looked a lot more exciting. It came loaded with mayonnaise, and there was a potato salad underneath the patty. The bun was oversized and had a nice sourdough-like texture, kind of crispy on the outside and soft inside. There's actually another coffee shop just across the street. We'll have to try that one on our way back, and we'll let you know which one's better of the two. After lunch, we hit the road again. Our next stop, Seal Bay. This stop is all about the stars of the island, the Australian sea lions. Seal Bay is their natural habitat, and yes, you do need a ticket to get in, but honestly, the view alone is worth it. There are well-maintained boardwalks throughout the area, so it's super easy to walk and explore. And after soaking in all that scenery, you can head down closer to the shore, and that's where you'll spot the sea lions just lounging around in the sand. But if that's not close enough, you can also take a guided tour that takes you right out onto the beach. And yes, you'll be close enough to even smell them. It's definitely an up-close wildlife experience. We happened to visit during the mating season, and the beach was packed with sea lions. Some were peacefully resting, others were, let's just say, a little bit more energetic. This side of the beach was nice, calm and lazy, but over there, it was a full-on sea lion drama. There was a huge battle going on for the king of the beach. They even had their own crowd of spectators egging them on. And I felt like this one though, he was just looking for a soft spot to lie down and do absolutely nothing. Next stop, the one I was most excited about, is the Little Sahara Adventure Centre. Here you can rent sandboards, both the stand-up ones and toboggan sleds. The great thing is, once you rent, you can switch between the two during your session, so you get to try both. You'll have to walk a short sandy trail to get to the dunes, and let me tell you, the sand is super fine, which kind of makes you feel like falling might not hurt that much. The deep sand is a bit of a slog. Making it to the slopes, it might not look that tall on camera, but trust me, it's at least 2 or 3 stories high, and climbing up is a bit of a workout, so I decided to practice halfway first. With one practice run, I felt confident enough to go from the top. Honestly, if you don't go up in one strong push, the sand just pushes you right back down. It's harder to get going than it looks. It took a bit of getting used to that sensation of speed and the height, but after a couple of goes, I started to get the hang of it. Here's the view from the top, and yes, the fear is real, but it's definitely something you can overcome. After a quick jog back, we switched to the sit-down board, and I have to say, it was way less scary, and honestly, just as fun. You could definitely spend an hour or two here if you've got the energy for it, but hiking up those dunes is quite a workout. We absolutely loved it though, and this place definitely gets a full 5-star fun rating from me. We then made a quick detour to check out Vivonne Bay Beach, once voted Australia's best beach with its clear water, cleanliness and privacy, and caught a glimpse of some real surfing in action. The coastline here is huge, a 6-kilometre U-shaped beach that's perfect for the whole family. It's not just for surfers, parts of the beach have a gentle, waist-deep waters that even little kids can safely swim and play. It's even got a jetty for fishing. On our way back, we managed to spot a friend on the side of the road. If you're driving in the early morning or late afternoon, definitely be careful. Wildlife can appear out of nowhere. And not long after, we saw an echidna crossing the road. Driving in nature like this really reminds you to slow down and stay alert. Just arriving at our accommodation. It's located in American River, and we'll be staying here for 3 nights. American River is a peaceful little coastal town that's all about nature, seafood, and slow living. And despite its name, it's not actually a river. It's a quiet bay and inlet on the northeast corner of Kangaroo Island. We'll explore a little bit more of this area next time. We booked a family-style house for our stay, and honestly it felt super cozy, like visiting a friend's home. As soon as you walked in, there's a huge living room with a fireplace, which is absolutely perfect for those chilly winter nights. There's also a fully equipped kitchen, which made it easy to cook if we wanted to. And the master bedroom was super comfortable and really spacious. The owner was obviously a bit of a bird fan. Out the back there was a huge backyard, which would be the perfect spot for a morning coffee. There's even a barbecue set up, although we didn't use that this time. The next day, we started our morning by heading to the town's only petrol station. It's actually an unmanned station, right next to the footy field. Since it is unmanned, you can only pay by card, so make sure you've got one ready. There's only two options here, petrol or diesel, so don't mess it up. Today's main destination was the Flinders Chase National Park at the southern end of the island. But on the way there, something unexpected happened. We found a koala sitting in the middle of the road, and for its safety we had to give him a few beeps as this part of the road had a blind corner. Luckily he got the message. There's a lot of wildlife out here, and sadly we saw a lot of animals hit by cars. The closer you get to the national park, the more animals you'll see, so it's super important to drive slowly and carefully. Coming up next, we finally make it to the national park, and we visit the island's most iconic rock formation. It seriously looks like an alien dropped it here. There's even more breathtaking scenery, a visit to a local brewery, and of course, our favourite part, more amazing animals. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you again in the next one.